Alright, so today we are going to be talking about algebra tiles, and again, algebra tiles are going to be a visual way to help us to learn to balance our equations properly, and then we'll go back and do the numerical way. So like I stated before, some of you might be into this, and some of you might not by the end of the day, but I would rather figure out who is who. So when we're looking at algebra tiles, so the first guy represents a side length of x times x. What's the area of x times x? X squared, that's exactly right. This tile right here represents x squared. So do you notice I used the word area? That's what an algebra tile is. It represents the area of the variable or the number. Now, taking a look at this guy, do you notice how he is the same width? Okay, so see how he is x? And this guy's little, he represents 1. What is 1 times x? Just
1x.
1x, good. Now we talked about before that the colored sides that are not red are going to be positives, and the negative sides are going to be red. So that being said, do you see how these now match right here? They're the same length. What do you think these little guys are?
1.
Ones. So we have ones, we have positives, and we have negatives. All right, so let's do an example. Let's put up the equation, or actually before we do an equations, let's just take a look at our positive and negatives. So let's pull out numbers and represent 2 minus 4. So looking at this one, I see positive 2, positive 2, and that is negative 4. So we pull out 4 of the reds. Okay, now basically the rule is this. If they don't match in color, you remove them. You match them up and remove them. If they are the same color, you leave them all there. So are these different colors?
Yes.
So we're going to match up 2 for 2. Ready? And gone. Now, what is our final answer? What are these two little guys at the bottom? Negative 2 is our answer. And do you agree that 2 minus 4 is negative 2? Okay. Let's do one more with just practicing with our integers before we go into all that. So let's do negative 3 minus 2. So you remember how we've been working on this one? Where they're both negatives, we're going to treat them like they're all positives. So we have negative 3, and we have negative 2 more. Are they all the same color?
Yeah.
So count them up. We have negative how many?
5.
Negative 5. So this is another reason why the negative plus another negative is still a negative. Does that help also seeing it that way? Okay, now let's move on to equations. So for equations, you know how I asked your pencil to be?
Yeah.
Your pencil's going to be the equal sign. So here's my equation. X plus 2 equals 4. So I want you to put your pencil in the middle. So on the left-hand side it says x. Is that a positive x or a negative x?
Positive.
Positive, so green. And then it says plus 2. Positive 2?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. Right here. And that equals a positive 4. Alright, now, 2 rules of the game. Green means good to go. We want our final x always to be green when we're done. Is he green right now? Yeah, but he's not by himself. Okay. So, how we are going to solve this is basically, I'm going to take these positive 2, and I'm going to flip 1. You see how it turns red on this side? That means subtract 2 to the other side. So the opposite of adding 2 is to subtract 2 to the other side. Now do you notice how these match up?
Yeah.
Well, they're opposites, right? So that means we take them away. So that means x equals positive 2. Now ask yourself, 2 plus 2 equals 4. So is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Good. All right, clear it away. All right, x minus 3 equals negative 1. What color X, Mr. Dwyer?
Green.
Green. Okay. What color of 3, Mr. Cabrera?
Red.
Red. 1, 2, 3. What color for the 1, Mr. Fox?
So, red.
Red. Okay. All right. Ms. Robson, what are we going to do with these guys over here?
We're going to flip them to positive and put them over on the other side.
And when we're flipping them to positive, that really means we're adding how many to the right-hand side? 3. Okay. Now these two we're going to match those two up right there. Take them away. X equals what?
2.
Positive 2. Now ask yourself, again, does 2 minus 3 equal negative 1? Yeah, so we're doing really well. X plus 4 equals negative 2. All right, Mr. Wiggins, what color of X?
Green.
Green. What color for the 4?
White.
White. All right, Miss Robson, what color for the 2?
Red.
Red. Okay, Mr. Rivera, what are we going to do on this side?
You flip it. 2 of them. No.
All of them?
Yeah.
All of them, yeah. So the X is completely by itself, which means we really subtracted 4, right? So it's this 2 and we subtracted 4 more. All right, now they're all the same color. Are we going to take any away?
No.
No, how many total are there?
6.
6. So X equals negative 6. Now ask yourself again, is that true? Negative 6 plus 4 equals negative 2?
Yes.
Good. Opposite of X equaling 3. And I bet you can tell me right now, what should X equal at the end? What's the opposite of 3? Negative 3. So let's see if we get that. Now, first of all, that's the opposite of X. So what color, Mr. Favero?
Red.
Red. Okay, and we have positive 3, Mr. Wiggins is?
It's white.
White. All right, now, what do we have to do to change a negative to a positive? Look up here.
Change.
What does change mean?
Change one color, you have to change it.
Okay, use a different word for change. What am I doing up here?
Flipping.
Flipping. So if I flip this side, I flip all of this side. So positive X, now this is what it's saying, positive X equals negative 3.
That's cool.
So take it back to here. The opposite of negative 3 equals positive 3. Is that true?
No.
Yes. All right, let's do another one like that. So opposite of X equals negative 4. Do you notice how I'm still saying opposite of X instead of negative X?
Yeah.
Just has a little better ring to it. Because we don't want to say negative. We want to say opposite of a negative. All right, we ready? Red equals, all of these guys should be red. Okay, flip, 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 flip. That means X equals positive 4. Good. Now if we plugged it back in, opposite of positive 4 is negative 4. Excellent. Good. All right, now let's tie that all together so far. 3 minus X equals negative 2. All right, Mr. Dwyer, what color is the 3? Are the 3? What?
White.
White. Okay, Mr. Wiggins, what color is the X?
Red.
Red. Miss Robson, what's the color of the 2?
Red.
Red. Good. Now, first thing, always get this guy by himself first. Okay, so Mr. Fox, what are we going to do with these 3 right here?
Bring them over.
How do we do that again?
You flip.
You flip them, so 1, 2, and 3. Now, Miss Robson, those are all the same color. Do we take any away?
No.
No, so right now we have a total of how many over there?
Negative 5.
Okay, so we're saying opposite of X equals negative 5. Now, Mr. Farrow, remind me what we're going to do again?
You're gonna flip
Flip,
and then flip also.
flip, 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 flip. Okay. So, final is x equals what, everyone?
Positive 5.
Positive 5. Okay, now, take it back up in here. 3 minus positive 5, does that equal negative 2?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's try another one like that. Okay, what color should be all the way throughout?
Red.
Red. How many of you, do you know we could actually flip everything right now and we'd still end up with the correct answer in the end? Yeah? Okay, but let's go ahead and continue what we're doing. Ready? So Miss Robson, what do we do with these 4?
We take those over to the 1 and flip them all.
1, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. That is what we are doing. We are adding 4. All right, now, Mr. Wiggins, what are we going to do? Because they're different colors.
You want to match up the, like the one, negative 1 with the positive 1.
Uh-huh.
So that way.
Take it away. So how many's left on that side?
Positive 3.
Okay, Mr. Fox, what do we do with this red?
And we flip the red to the green and we flip the whites to the red.
Okay, so that means x equals what, sir?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Now, careful how we say this up here. This is negative 4 minus negative 3. What does that minus and negative become?
Positive.
Positive. Good. So plus 3. So it ends up with negative 4 plus 3. Is that?
5.
Ooh, negative 4 plus 3?
Oh, there you are.
Negative 1. Good. Excellent. That's how many x's we're going to pull out. What color are we going to pull out? 3. 1, 2, 3. Notice how I'm pulling them out like this?
White.
White, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. Now, what I'm going to do with these 6 is I'm going to line them up. I go 1, 2, 3. Do you see how I'm lining them up with these 3? Until I have none left. 1, 2, 3. So basically, these are all the same, right? Each group is the same. So I'm going to take that away with 1x left, and 1x equals 2. What color, Miss Robson, are the x's going to be?
Red.
And how many of them do you need?
We need 4.
1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now, this is all of them, right? So pull all 20 down, make sure they're all what color?
White.
White. All right, and we're going to start lining them up. One at a time until you fill each category, then start again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 3, 4. So each x has the same, yes? All right, so if each x has the same, I'm just going to take away, so we're only looking at 1x. That's really opposite of x, right? Equals how many?
5.
5. But we don't want a red x. What do we want? Green. Positive x equals.
Negative 5.
Now let me ask you, is negative 4 times negative 5 positive 20?
Yes.
Good.